OpenAI has a blockbuster week. Starlink goes live in Canada, but Rogers leaves out Musk. U.S. House greenlights Genius Act to regulate stablecoins and a mushroom-powered robot. Is that nature's next cyborg? Welcome to #Trending. I'm your host, Jim Love. Let's get into it. OpenAI scored a historic trifecta this week, mastering math, launching a powerful new AI agent, and sparking human triumph in coding. All in all, a pretty good week. A general-purpose OpenAI model solved nearly gold-standard math problems. ChatGPT agent launched to automate complex tasks, and a human coder beat OpenAI in a programming contest, but earned Altman's praise. Now, where much of AI progress is measured in terms of where it stands in a huge and ever-growing number of benchmarks, each of these accomplishments is something that establishes OpenAI in real-world tests of achievement. In mathematics, the International Mathematical Olympiad, the IMO, is the world's premier mathematics competition for pre-university students. Held annually since 1959, it brings together the most talented high school mathematicians from more than 100 countries to compete individually in solving challenging mathematics problems. OpenAI's generalist model tackled 5 of 6 IMO questions under full contest conditions. 2 4.5-hour sessions, no external aids, natural language proofs, graded anonymously by former IMO medalists, and it scored 35 out of 42, the gold medal threshold met by only the top 10% of contestants. This is the first time any AI independently achieved gold standard performance, surpassing previous silver-level efforts like Alpha Proof from Google, and it signals a leap from pattern recognition to some genuine creative reasoning. And while it seems strange to be cheering for coming in second place, AtCoder is a respected, long-established Japanese competitive programming platform, widely seen as a rigorous testbed for high-level coding and algorithmic optimization skills. The World Tour Finals and heuristic contests specifically attract top-tier competitive programmers, often including past winners and internationally ranked contestants. And after what was acknowledged as a grueling competition, a Polish coder who goes by the name Saiho outperformed OpenAI's sponsored model, securing first place while OpenAI took a close second. Altman publicly congratulated the programmers, saying, "Good job, Saiho," highlighting the importance of human skill even amid growing AI capability. Now, this marks a real progression in terms of ChatGPT's coding abilities. You may remember that OpenAI initially ranked in the top 10,000 programmers worldwide last year, moving, according to Altman, to 175th best programmer in the world, and then to the 50th position this year. But now, this isn't Altman's opinion, this is an objective real-world competition. It's within a whisker of the best programmer in this international competition. One caveat is that this competition is reputed to emphasize algorithmic skill over creativity, but it was reportedly that human creativity that took the first place winner over the finish line, just ahead of ChatGPT. And finally, ChatGPT proved it could order cupcakes. On July 17th, OpenAI unveiled ChatGPT Agent, a multi-tool AI that uses its own virtual browser, terminal, and API hooks to handle complex tasks, from calendar planning to making cupcake orders at scale. Now, why cupcakes? When you break it down, it's actually a complex task with lots of variables. Think about it. What size, what cost, what flavors, and more. And as an added bonus, OpenAI research lead Lisa Fulford told Wired that she used agents to order a lot of cupcakes, which took the tool about an hour, and she was very specific about the cupcakes. Fulford said, "It was easier than doing it myself," and admitted, "because I didn't want to do it." A perfect graphic demonstration of the ability of ChatGPT to automate relatively complex tasks that humans just don't enjoy doing. Despite the accomplishment, Altman cautioned agents are still cutting edge and experimental, urging users to supervise and avoid high stakes use until these are tested and improved in the real world. Taken together, these achievements show OpenAI pushing boundaries while still realistically acknowledging limits. And in this, OpenAI is forging a two-pronged narrative, showcasing that AI can think like a human mathematician, act like a digital assistant, be a great coder, but we can still root for human excellence and creativity. This blend of milestone-driven technology and human-centered storytelling could be the blueprint for public trust and more real-world adoption. Rogers, one of Canada's largest cell phone providers, just launched satellite-to-phone coverage across Canada, but it didn't mention Starlink or SpaceX once. The new service, which uses Starlink satellites to connect regular smartphones in remote areas, quietly arrived this week with zero branding from Elon Musk's companies. The silence had some Canadians asking, did Rogers build this itself? Or is Musk's name now seen as more of a liability than an asset in Canadian telecom? When T-Mobile rolled out a similar service in the U.S., it also minimized the Musk factor, but still credited Starlink by name. Rogers' version omits both, giving the impression of a homegrown innovation. The system allows unmodified phones to send and receive SMS even outside cell coverage using low Earth orbit satellites. While limited to basic text for now, it signals a major step towards always-on mobile coverage anywhere in Canada. Musk's political stances and business moves have sparked controversy in Canada. Rogers' decision to skip all mention of him might reflect a strategic pivot, focusing on the trust in the Rogers brand while quietly licensing the back-end tech. The U.S. House of Representatives just passed the Genius Act, clearing the way for U.S. stablecoin regulation and distancing it from volatile cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. The Genius Act creates the first federal framework for dollar-pegged payment stablecoins. Unlike speculative cryptocurrencies, these are designed for everyday use, and the legislation sets strict reserve and audit standards. It's a pivotal moment for mainstream digital currencies. Stablecoins are tokens pegged one-to-one to assets like the U.S. dollar or treasury bills, offering blockchain speed and convenience with price stability, a stark contrast to volatile assets like Bitcoin. And when the House passed the Genius Act 308 to 122, that was with 78 Democrats supporting the bill. That followed with Senate approval, 68 to 30, which meant more Democrats jumped in as well. And President Trump signed it into law on July 18th, making it the first U.S. cryptocurrency regulation enacted. Stablecoins, not being speculative assets, had a relatively easy path through Congress, though. The benefits of regulation include consumer protection, the ability to monitor otherwise unregulated currency to prevent abuses such as fraud, money laundering, and other illicit uses. And clear regulation unlocks fast, low-cost, borderless digital payments, laying the groundwork for banks, tech firms, and even retailers like Amazon and Walmart to issue their own stablecoins. In contrast, other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are going to face separate, more contentious legislative paths, particularly in the U.S. Senate, and you can expect a vociferous debate, partly due or majorly due to President Trump's crypto investments. And a research team from Cornell and the University of Florence literally put a king oyster mushroom's mycelium at the helm of robots, both a soft-legged walker and a wheeled bot, turning fungal electrical impulses into real-world movement. Scientists embedded the living mycelial networks into what they are calling biohybrid robots. These threads naturally produce electrical spikes in response to environmental stimuli, like UV light, which the robot interprets as movement commands. In one test, the mushroom-driven robots ambled or rolled based solely on spontaneous fungal signals. When a UV light was shined on them, movement changed. No joystick needed. Why pick mushrooms for this experiment? Fungi are easy to grow, survive harsh conditions, and don't die off quickly, unlike delicate animal cells, making them ideal for long-lasting biohybrid bots. And for those who are going to run off to the nearest Doge representative claiming that this is an example of shroom-loving lefties, there are potential practical applications beyond the pure research. And this could include soil-sensing agricultural bots that deliver nutrients, or fungi-powered devices for space missions, long-lasting, sustainable, and delightfully weird. This quirky fusion marks more than a viral science story. It's a playful leap forward to nature-augmented robotics. And for once, it's a robotic development that doesn't have an immediate goal to replace humans. So there's no threat, unless, of course, your management keeps you in the dark and feeds you on bull manure. And that's our show for today. Stay in touch. We'd love to hear from you. You can reach us at technewsday.ca or .com on the Contact Us form. And if you feel like it and you want to support the show while you're there, you can check out the Donate tab and buy us a coffee. You can also find me on LinkedIn, and a lot of you do. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you know what to do. Just leave a comment under the video. And I won't keep you in the dark on this one, and I won't feed you any BS. I'm your host, Jim Love. Have a marvelous Monday.